Is it?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, and then we can just get started after?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Loren Walker. I am a nutrition educator at Cornell Cooperative Extension of Monroe County. And I am really excited to be here with you all today, and also with Mr. Jim here, our master.
You don't have to listen to me talk tonight. So that's your gift from me.
Yeah, perfect. All right, so let's just get started here. When talking about gardening and growing your own garden with fruits and vegetables, we can also relate that back to the My Plate. So, how many of you have heard or have seen of the My Plate before? Yeah, some of you are familiar with it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so as you might know, the My Plate is a visual diagram showing the 5 different food groups that we should be including in our meals every day. So this includes your fruits, your vegetables, also your grains, your protein, and your dairy. So for today's lesson, we won't really be discussing all of these different food groups. We'll be focusing more on your fruits and vegetables. So when you're looking at the fruits and vegetables on the My Plate, as you can see, they should take up half of your plate. Half of your plate. Everyone see that? So can I get a show of hands how many of you like eating fruits? Good, good. I love to see that. What about vegetables? Yeah? Okay, that's good, that's good. It's definitely a different answer when I'm asking the youth. You know, the hands don't go up for especially the vegetables. So that's great that you guys love the fruits and vegetables. So next, I will be moving on to the different subgroups that you can get with your fruits and vegetables. So the different subgroups, is my mic okay? Can everyone hear me okay? Okay, perfect. All right, so the different subgroups of your fruits. Oh, okay. Yeah. How do I, is there a turn down? Is there a turn down option? Oh, gotcha. Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, y'all. I'm kind of used to this. I can hear myself really well, so I was just, you guys can hear me very well. Okay. Perfect, perfect. All right. All right. Perfect. All right, so fruits and vegetables can provide us with our nutrients, our vitamins. They're great for protecting us against some risks of cancer as well. They help us feel fuller for longer because they have fiber too. So it's important when eating, let's say, an apple or try not to peel off the skin because the skin has a lot of the fiber that we need. So it's healthy. So if you can, try and include all of the fruit. And an easy way to do that is blending it up in a smoothie. How many of you like smoothies? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. You love smoothies? Yeah, me too. They're great with like your frozen fruits too. What was that? The yeah, you can put, if we're talking like about a banana, I wouldn't I wouldn't do that. But yeah, yep. Yeah, the skin of the apple, yep. Throw it all in there. You probably won't even tell. It's just adding more fiber for you. So give it a try and see if you like it. So now I want everyone to give me some different fruits and vegetables that go in these different subgroups. So we have our red subgroup, our orange and yellow, our green, white, tan, brown, and blue and purple. So let's start off with listing fruits and vegetables that are in the red category. So can anyone think of apples? Good one. Apples, red pepper, strawberries, cherries, grapes, some red grapes. Anything else? Yes. Yep. All right. All right. So yes, let's move on to the orange and yellow. The bell peppers? Yeah. Yeah. Bananas. What was that? Watermelon. Oh, there are some like yellow watermelon. Yes, that's good. That is good. Melon, cantaloupe, fruit and vegetables. Carrots. What was that? Cucumber. Cucumber would more so follow in the green, but we'll get there. I'll write that down. All right, did I miss anything from the orange and yellow? Lemon, oranges. Lemon, orange, squash. All right, perfect. All right, our green, I'm going to write down cucumber. What else? Oh, collard greens. Collard greens. Kale. Green beans? Yeah. Lettuce. Perfect. Avocado, yes. I heard celery. Yeah, and with our greens, the dark leafy green vegetables, they provide us spinach, that's a good one. They provide us spinach. They provide us with calcium. So you don't necessarily have to get calcium just from the dairy group. You can get it from your vegetables as well. Because in your kale, your broccoli, your spinach. Oh, you did? I have to write it down. But those provide us with calcium. So that's just an extra added resource that they provide for us. So keeping our bones strong and our teeth strong, that's going to be key in including your dark green leafier vegetables. I'm going to add broccoli. All right, our white, tan, and brown. Parsnips. So I have one. So mushrooms. Mushrooms could be one, right? Mushrooms. Has anyone had a date before? It's like a really big raisin. Yep, yep. Potatoes, yes. Yes, cauliflower. I think I spelled that right. Mushrooms, dates, cauliflower. What else? Potato. Yep. Potatoes. Yeah. Who here likes ginger? Ginger? You like ginger? Ginger, yes. What about garlic? Do you use garlic? What type of meals do you use garlic in? I want to hear from you guys. Stir fries. Yeah. Hamburgers. Yeah. Oh, good. That's really good. Sorry about that. And lastly, we have our blue and purple group. So what fruits and vegetables can we find in there? Eggplant, yes. Eggplant. Parsnips? I think the outside of a parsnip is more blueberries. Yep, blueberries. Blueberries, blackberries. Oh, nice. So we really loaded this board up, didn't we? I know it's probably a little bit overwhelming to see, but that just goes to show how much different fruits and vegetables we can include in our meals. And just like here on my poster, I can walk around. So we want to try and eat a rainbow of fruits and vegetables. That's the key here. So think of a rainbow.
Onion would be what, white?
Yes.
Oh.
Yep, yep. Yeah. Yeah. So what ways would you include fruits and vegetables in your meals? What ways can you include? Salads, that's a good one. Stir fry, yep, that's a good one. Soups, yeah. So definitely adding some color. Adding some color. If your meal is looking a little bit bland and brown, yes, especially with all the carbs tend to be brown, right? So just liven it up, with some different fruits and vegetables. You can also add in some different herbs to make it a little bit more, fancy, higher end. Make it as if you're on one of those cooking shows, garnishing the last bit. Yeah, I wouldn't say that they add as much of an impact, but they're good for flavoring. So when you're talking about sodium, you definitely want to, limit your intake of sodium. And a good way to do that is by adding in different herbs, so like cilantro, rosemary, basil, oregano, into your meals. That's definitely going to help spicing up your food as well and not just relying on salt. But of course, having some salt is fine. It helps enhance the food, right? Just don't want to go overboard on that. Yeah. So, for these different food groups, they provide us with a lot of healthy benefits. So if we're talking about our red food group, that promotes a healthy heart, memory function, and lowers the risks of some cancers. When we're talking about our orange and yellow subgroup, that also aids in a healthy heart and vision health. So if you ever heard about carrots and how they help with your eyesight, that is true. So it helps with vision health as well. And a healthy immune system too. For green, just like how I discussed before, it helps with making our bones strong and also our teeth, and also providing a healthy heart as well. So you'll see a common theme with all of these subgroups. So each of these subgroups are good to combine together. So don't just rely on, oh, I'm just going to have like a watermelon and that's it. I'll have that for like the week. No, let's like add in different colors, different variety of our fruits and vegetables. So that way we can get the most nutrients and the most vitamins and minerals for us. That's going to keep us healthy. And then for our white, tan, and brown, it also can lower the risk of some cancers and maintains healthy cholesterol levels as well. And the thing about cholesterol is naturally our body gets rid of cholesterol. But when we eat too much of the cholesterol, it can tend to stick to us more, and it's harder to get rid of if it's piling on top of existent cholesterol in your system. And a good way to help with getting rid of the cholesterol is by eating omega-3 fatty acids. Has anyone ever heard of that before? Yeah. So omega-3 fatty acids are going to be your healthy fats. So this would be your salmon, your trout, your olive oil, your walnuts, flax seeds, chia seeds. Those are going to help reduce and get rid of your cholesterol that's in your system. Does that make sense to everyone? Yeah? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah, salmon and trout. There's probably a couple of other ones as well, but those are like the main highlighted ones. And then when talking about oils, getting oils that don't turn solid at room temperature is going to help as well. So your canola oil, your olive oil, your vegetable oil. We don't want to stick with our more solid fats that turn solid when Crisco. Yep, Crisco. Just think of Crisco. Yes. Yeah, butter. I know that people cook with butter a lot. I mean, it's a good flavor as well. I'm not saying you can never have butter, but just think of the other oils that you can use in replace of butter for some of your dishes. The soft butters, oh. Yeah. And another thing with that is looking at the nutrition facts label on the back is going to tell you everything you need to know. Yeah. Yeah. Again, just choose your battles. If you like the flavor of something, you can always just lessen your intake of it. But it's also good to just keep those things in mind so that you're mindful of it, moving forward. What's the best kind of olive oil? That's a good question. I would say any of the olive oils, because they're going to stay liquid, right? So I don't know which one is better necessarily, but just making sure you're sticking with the oils that don't turn solid at room temperature. Yeah. You're welcome. Okay, so now we will be talking about the different parts of the plant that we can eat. So I have a handout for you all talking about the different parts of the plant that we can eat. So we can eat our roots of the plant, our stems, our leaves, our fruits, our seeds, and the flowers of the plant. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so I want everyone just to glance through the different parts of the plant that we can eat. All right. So, for the different parts of the plant that we can eat, there's about 6 different parts. So these include the roots, the stems, the leaves, the fruit, the seeds, and the flowers. So let's start with the roots of the plant that we can eat. So roots grow underground and provide support for a plant by holding it into the ground. And it also collects food from the soil as well. So here are some examples of some different roots that we can eat from the plant, and those are beets, carrots, and radishes. So does anyone have any other examples of roots that we can eat from the plant? Turnips, yep. Parsnips would be a good one too. Yes. What was that? Beets. Yes, beets. Yep, those would fall under that category too. So let's move on to our stems. So our stems provide above ground support to the plant, and it also moves water and nutrients through the plant as well. So some examples of stems are celery, of course, that's the main one that I think of, and then also asparagus. You like asparagus? Yes, it's really good. Can anyone think of maybe any other stems that we can eat? Broccoli stems? Yeah, that's a good one. I didn't think of that. Yep, the stem of the broccoli. What about okra? Huh. That's a good one. Do you know what okra would be categorized as? Would it be a stem? No? Huh. It might fall under the fruit category, but we'll get to that. Yeah, so seeds, yep, so we'll be getting to that as well, yes. Okay. Green onions? Oh. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's good. Leeks, we are at stems, so the second one. That's where we're looking at. And also rhubarb can also fall under stems as well. Has anyone tried rhubarb before? No? You have? Good. Good. All right, so now let's move on to, what was that?
Oh, that's a turnip. That's a root?
The turnip
Oh,
would be a
the
root.
same thing as a rutabaga? Oh.
All right. So let's move on to our leaves section. So that's the third one on the sheet. Yep, cabbage, lettuce, kale. What was that? Bok choy, that's a good one. Bok choy is a collard greens? Yes, yep. Awesome. Also, arugula would fall under that as well. Has anyone tried arugula before? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yep. All right. So you guys have the leaves section down. So I can definitely say that. And I bet you will also have the fruit section down too. So for fruits, what different examples can we find for fruits? And fruits grow from flowers of the plant too. Yes, squash, peaches. We have pepper and tomato as an example on our sheet. What else? What other fruits can we get? Strawberries. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yep, technically. Yeah. Yes. Yep. More of your vegetable and fruits can also fall under that category as well. It's just a broad general term because we're discussing fruits and vegetables. Yes, you're dealing with flowers. Yes. That was a good question. What was that? Blueberries. Yes. Yep, that would also be a fruit. Pomegranates. Yeah, I'm wondering if pomegranates would be a seed, though. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. So we can have that for our seed section. So we can move on to that. So what are some different examples of seeds that we can eat? It's a seed, yeah. Yep, corn can also fall under this section as well. How many of you like eating corn? Yeah. Yeah. What about chickpeas? Does anyone like chickpeas? Garbanzo beans? Yep, they're good in a salad. Hummus is made out of chickpeas. Yes, yes. Sunflowers. Yep, sunflower seeds. Pumpkin seeds. Yeah, yep. So that's the thing, when our fall season is coming up, just make your own seeds, season them up how you want. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I would say that the pumpkin itself would be a fruit, but then when you get the seeds from it, that would be considered as seeds. So, you guys are even challenging me. I have to think too. All right. And lastly, our flowers. Our last one. So we have, as an example, broccoli and cauliflower. Is there anything else that could possibly go there? What was that? Oh, I've never heard of that before. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Thank you for sharing. The herbs and everything like that? Yeah, I would say so. Season it up in that way. How many of you had artichoke before? Yeah, you guys like artichoke? So that would actually fall under the flowers category as well. Artichokes. Yeah. So now, since we went over the different parts of the plant, I'm going to pass out some different cards that has different fruits and vegetables on it, and I want you to try and figure out which part of the seed would this fall under, and you have your sheet to refer back to as well. Okay, so You have green beans, sweet potato, and we should have enough for everyone. If we don't, we can take up some of those food models up there. Get watermelon, carrots, grapes, get a peach and apple, and then I'll get you some food models. All right. Let's do this. You get some peas, asparagus, and a grapefruit. Okay, almost done. All right, so let's go around in a circle here, a half circle, and let's say whether or not your different food items fall under the different parts of the plant. So let's start with you. For green beans, where do you think that would fall under? Yeah, I would say it definitely leans more for our seeds category, but that's a good observation. Thank you. All right, let's move on with the sweet potato. Where would the sweet potato go? Yes, our roots. Yep, growing underground. Yes. All right. What do you have? Salad, yes. Perfect. Good job. All right. What did you have?
Peas, and it falls under the seeds.
Yes. Good job.
It's on the paper.
Yes, yeah. That's an easy one. You got it. Awesome.
I know I put strawberry on.
Yeah, you can put like your different fruits in there too. Yeah, definitely. Thank you. What do you have, sir?
Carrot, baby carrot.
Yeah, where do you think that would fall under? Baby carrots. Where do you think that would fall under? Yeah, good job. Has anyone seen the different colored carrots too? Has anyone eaten, like, they come in a bundle, there's like purple carrots, there's like a yellow, orange. Yeah. So that's another way that you can add some color into your meals. Yep. All right. What about for you? What do you have? Grapes. Oh, I do. Yes, I do see that. Thank you. Perfect. And what about you?
Peach, and that's on the fruit.
Yes. Good job. Yes. Good job. And then what do you have? Sweet peas. And where do you think sweet peas would fall under? Yeah, it's a seed. Good job. And for you?
Mine is asparagus, and
Yeah.
it falls under the stems category.
Yes, good job. And then lastly? Yep. Perfect. Good job. So I hope that you all, you guys are having fun with the food models, huh? I hope that you all enjoyed today's presentation. It was more so focused on fruits and vegetables, and just to remind everyone to eat a rainbow of your fruits and vegetables, and make it fun too. Just add it as a snack. Maybe make some yogurt dip or something like that, a fruit parfait, a smoothie. Just finding ways in your routine that you can add it. I know a good way that I like to add fruits in my meals is in the morning. I'm like running late maybe, just like grab a apple or an orange, something that's easy and convenient to just like walk out and know that you have something in your bag.
I love fruit, but then I hear that they tell you you have to be careful with fruit because of the sugar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's a really good question.
Is that if you're already in trouble? I mean, if sugar is already elevated.
Yeah.
But if your sugar is like normal, then fruit would be good.
Yeah. I know that can be a struggle for type 2 diabetics. They do have to look more at their fruits because fruits can go into our bodies and then go into a sugar as well. So it like kind of breaks down into a sugar in our bodies. Just like with starch. Starches break down into sugar. That's just how our bodies are made, right? So, yeah, that's a good question. I would say fruit is good. You want to definitely eat a lot of fruit and vegetables. It helps, keep us regular too. I'm just being honest here. So that's also a really good thing to include in your meals as well. And you'll definitely see a difference too whenever you include more of your fruits and vegetables. And lastly, when talking about our vegetables, you can also cook them in many different ways. So maybe you can boil them, steam them, bake them, stir fry, put them on the pan. There are lots of different ways. And with those ways, they add a different flavor, right? So when you're roasting them, they might be a little bit more caramelized, just a different flavor. But you get the most nutrients when you're actually eating your vegetables just raw. Yep. Smoothies. Yeah. Yeah. Smoothies and vegetables. Yeah, so definitely adding in your spinach, kale, in your smoothies as well. That's a great way to include your vegetables too. Yeah, absolutely. And another thing, this is kind of like a hack that I'll leave you guys off with. So I was talking about the different cooking ways that you can do your vegetables with. So let's say you're boiling some broccoli, right? You'll see at the end, the water is kind of like a different color, right? So that's all the nutrients from that broccoli is now in the water, right? So like what can we do with that water, that leftover water? We usually like just pour it down the drain and like call it a day. But you can actually save that leftover water that has the minerals from the broccoli and maybe putting it in your rice or putting it in some soup too. Yeah, and repurpose your nutrients that you could have got from the broccoli. So just like thinking of different ways that you can get the most out of your fruits and vegetables again. So this is just the lesson, just increasing your fruits and vegetables. That's the takeaway, and a variety of them as well. And I thank you all for being here today and just being such a great audience. You guys are great. So it was nice meeting you all as well. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. Oh yeah, this was just also a visual as well. So we can have our fruits and vegetables in canned forms too. However, we just want to be mindful, again, how we talked about the sodium content. Because in our canned goods, it can either have a lot of added sugars, like for fruits, and then a lot of extra sodium for our canned vegetable products. So, rinsing off your canned goods, like your black beans or corn, is also a good way to reduce the sodium in your canned products too. And there's not, a better way. There's canned, fresh, and frozen. There's not a better option, to choose. They're all good, just depending on your preference. If you like fresh better, but they have their pros and cons, right? Fresh can spoil a lot faster unless you freeze it, so ahead of time. So yeah, that's all that those were for, just like a visual purpose as well. Any other questions? No? All right. Perfect. All right. Thank you all. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Did I miss you? Oh no. I'm so sorry. Here you go.
Remember, if you need help.
I do. I do have a business card. I'll get you one.